Does life happen to you, or does life happen for you? Meaning, when things happen, and life happens, we're always constantly facing challenges. We have things that we need to deal with. Life is challenging. When something happens, do I see that as an opportunity? This is part of what I have to go through in order to get to where I want to go? Or do I see myself as a victim to life? Is this just another thing? Am I constantly waiting for the next fire, anxiously waiting for the next disaster to happen that I have to, put out the next fire? Or is this part of my life? Nothing happens for no reason, and therefore this is obviously happening for me, and this is part of what I need in order to get to where I want to go. Two very different mindsets. And I would say that a person is not 1 foot in one part and another foot in another part. You're either all in on that side or you're all in on the other side. That is just the way things are. When God created man, it says that he created man in his image. What does that mean? What does it mean that God created man in his image? So I would say that when we tune into the fact that we're created in the image of God, that means that I am also a creator. What am I a creator of? I'm not creating worlds, I'm not creating universes like God did, but I'm the creator of my life. That means that I have to take all of the positive things that all of my skills and all of my character traits, my positive, my negative, I have to look at that and I have to say, what do I have? What can I give to the world? What can I do to be the most creative me that I can be, that is gonna be beneficial for this world? And the first step on going on this path is really, it all boils down to appreciation. Appreciation is the first step. If we do not have appreciation, then we can't even get started on this wave of thinking. We cannot even get started. And when we do start on this path, appreciation has to be a massive part of it. None of us have an easy life. Things are challenging. There's always obstacles along the way. A person that sees themselves as a victim, again, is always going to be looking for the next problem to put out the fires. A person that sees himself as the creator of his life sees all of these challenges as opportunities. These are the things that I needed in order to get me to where I am today, in order to be able to do what I want to do. It's actually quite simple, but it's a simple mind switch that needs to be switched on. If we don't switch it on, then we're always going to be in the past me, rather than being in this new me, so to speak. So if I wake up in the morning, it takes me 45 minutes to get out of bed. I shuffle into the kitchen, I put on the kettle, I make myself a coffee, and I'm another day, and I'm driving to work to a job that I don't particularly enjoy. And at the end of the month, I'm barely covering my bills in order to do the same thing the next month. Life becomes like a mouse on a wheel. We're running, and we're not actually getting anywhere. When I see myself as the creator of my life, I will have dreams and aspirations. It's no longer just, help me get through this day. It's much more, in Jewish law, it actually says we need to get up like a lion. You wake up in the morning, appreciation, wow, another day ahead of me. A to-do list. I have a to-do list that is going to help me. reach my goals. I have aspirations, I have dreams. I know where I want to go. I have these ideas that I'm putting into practice that I want to come to fruition. It's not just theoretical. This is what I want for my life. When life becomes like that, I get up like a lion, I jump out of bed, I have a to-do list that I'm excited about. That's a whole change of, that's a different life. That is a totally different life. So this whole idea is really a bit of a mind shift of how we see our lives. Now, it's actually very simple. It's actually a very simple idea. We just need to flip that switch. We just need to make that switch in our mind. What's it gonna take until we actually make that switch? It may take courses, it may take learning, it may take watching podcasts, reading books, it may take all kinds of things. But until we actually make that switch, we're never actually gonna become the person that we could become. It's all gonna be theoretical. It's always gonna be, I'm reading books because, I see that I have so much potential. But until we actually make that switch, we're still really running on that treadmill. We're still the mouse on the wheel, running. And this is just part of the running. It kind of, I understand what I need to do, but I'm not really doing it. For some people, it may take something really big for them to actually wake up and hear that wake up call. For some people, they may actually be able to do it for themselves. They may actually be able to make that switch. What is it that's going to help you to make that switch, to move into that different mode, and to start a new chapter in your life?